Hello everyone, I am Perplexality, and this is ODST Halo Guide. And today we're going to continue our Art of War series, where I take the famous military book, The Art of War, that's worked for 3,000 years. I'm going to break down chapter by chapter what you need to use to improve your gameplay. And we're going to start with Chapter 2 today, Chapter 2 called Waging War. And if you want to read along, you can get a free ebook, that's what I'm reading off of, on iPhones. I know it's free online somewhere. It's outside of copyright, so you can find it free. It's not going to cost you a cent to kind of read along and enjoy what you're doing. Or just kind of sit back and enjoy the gameplay, because it is great and it kind of shows some of the better contrast to what I'm saying in this video. So, we're going to start with line 2. And basically, Sunzu said, "When you engage in actual fighting, if victory is long in coming, and men's weapons will grow dull, and their ardor will be dampened. If you lay siege to a town, you will exhaust your strength. Again, if the campaign is protracted, the resources of the state will not be equal to the strain." So what's he saying? He's saying that whenever you do fights, you're running on resources. And eventually, you will run out of resources, especially in long fights. So let's say you're on Ragnarok, and you're playing King of the Hill. There's not a Ragnarok King of the Hill game on multiplayer right now, but just imagine. And you have a sniper rifle. Well, if you go ahead and kill everyone in the hill with your sniper rifle, and your teammates get into the hill, then you're going to make it a very fast game, because you're going to have complete control of the hill, especially with you sniping to cover them. But let's say your teammates don't want to go in the hill. Let's say they want to go over and they want to try slaying people. Then you're not making any forward progress, and what's going to happen is the game's going to take longer. And to keep people out of the hill, you're going to have to spend more sniper ammo than you would if they would all just go ahead and get into the hill for you. So basically, you're running out of your resource of ammo. And when you run out of your resource of ammo, then you're kind of screwed. You lose that advantage, which I've always talked about advantages and how you need to use them to be able to conquer your enemies. So you need to make sure that you move quickly, that you have game plans, that you guys are all organized and doing things. That's what he's saying. And he says, "Now, when your weapons are dulled, and your ardor dampened, your strength exhausted, and your treasure spent, other chieftains will spring up to take advantage of your extremity. Then no man, however wise, will be able to avert the consequences that must ensue." So he's saying that when you do run out of supplies, then you're gonna be killed, or you're just gonna have to lose. You're gonna be paying the price for it. Let's say there's a guy with rockets on the other team, and he keeps killing you with rockets. He keeps relying on rockets. And then let's say he runs out of rockets. What are you guys all gonna do? You're all gonna jump on him and you're gonna kill him. He's going to pay for running out of resources and spending them frivolously when he could have been spending them to make very important plays. That's why power weapons are so important in competitive gaming. If you watch a lot of competitive gaming, power weapons are like the thing that really sways the tides of battle. So you really got to make sure you get them. But basically, it's saying that you need to keep your resources up, because when you don't, other people will take advantage of that. He continues to say, "Thus, though we have heard of stupid haste in war, cleverness has never been associated with long delays. There is no instance of a country having benefited from prolonged warfare." It's one of my favorite quotes right there. He's saying we've heard of stupid haste. We all know what stupid haste is. Let's say you know a new player, and they pretty much just take the assault rifle and they run straight at an objective, trying to capture it without even having a plan. That's stupid haste. They're really trying just to run in there, be fast, not think about it, and it's stupid. And eventually people figure it out, everyone always does, but it's not the most efficient way to carry out warfare. Now he says, we've heard of stupid haste, but cleverness has never been associated with long delays. So what's he mean? Well, we know if we watch like MLG gameplay, there's very rare instances where that goes to the end of the game. And if it does go to the end of the game, it's really close and tied. And it's crazy. And those are like the really rare, exciting matches between two really close teams. But if you're watching one MLG team kind of just stomp on another team, they're really going pretty fast. The game will be over within a few minutes, where it might take 15 to 12 minutes online. Because it's so fast, it's so high pace, you know. They will work for a ton of time to work on jumps. They'll cut just a few seconds off of movement just so they can make very fast movements, everything like that. It's smart to be faster and get things done quicker. If you watch a game of chess and you see these two people play, and it takes them, you know, an hour to play their chess match, well, you know that they're both kind of decent, you hope, or they're at least even in skill level. But if you watch a game of chess and some dude wins in 4 moves, then you're like, whoa, this guy's good, you know? Like the smarter people are always associated with being faster. You want to be able to be fast and carry out things efficiently. It's all about efficiency here. It's about being the most efficient machine for getting the flag caps, getting objectives, things like that, killing, whatever you have to do to win. Now he says, he moves on to how to manage your resources so you don't run out of them. There's this: a skillful soldier does not raise a second levy. Neither are his supply wagons loaded more than twice. Bring war materials with you from home, but forage on the enemy. Thus the army will have food enough for its needs. So he's saying that you never want to have to go back to your base. Let's say you have a sniper rifle and you're camping out the enemy base. Well, if you keep killing everyone and the new sniper rifle spawns at your base and you run out of ammo, well, you don't want to run all the way back to your base to get a sniper rifle. What you want to do is you want to go and take their sniper rifle, kill their sniper, take his ammo, and you turn what used to be their benefit into your benefit. You're gaining strength. You're gaining power. You're getting them to basically fund you killing them. It's a great way to operate. So you always want to make sure you kill them. You know, if the enemies have rockets, you want to kill that rocket dude because they lose rockets and you gain rockets. So it all causes just great things for you to do. Now, he goes on close to the end of the chapter because a lot of the mill stuff is kind of weighing down. He says, this is called using the Concord Foud to augment one's own strength. Using what you've gained from enemies to benefit your own strength. Keep your resources up. You don't want to be caught without grenades in the battlefield or something, so I always have resupply on so that I can use the conquered enemies, the enemies that I've killed, to augment my own strength, to give me more power, to give me grenades that I can use to get more kills later on with. You know, if someone dies, you go pick up their weapons. If you are out of BR ammo, you're going to go walk over some dead bodies, get some more BR ammo. Or if they only have DMRs, go take some DMR ammo. It's better than nothing. So you always want to make sure you take what you get in battle and stay stocked up on your resources. So he goes on in the last 2 lines to say, in war, then, let your great objective be victory, not lengthy campaigns. So what he's saying here is, in the end, the most important thing is winning. You don't want to make it long. You want to make it short and concise, you know? So you want to focus on those objectives. You know, at the beginning of the game, I was focused mostly on slaying. But now, since it's so close and we've gotten such a great comeback, then I'm going to focus more on the flag cap. Because, I mean, we're just so close and we can win. And what that happens is when I focus more on the flag caps and defending it and killing people who are on their flag, it pulls out that we can make a lot more plays than when I'm just randomly killing players. We're able to push a lot more when they have 2 or 3 guys down and able to focus a lot more on it. So you always want to focus on your objective. If you're playing Regicide, you do get points for killing people, but you also get points for killing their king. So you want to make sure you keep killing the king in mind and protecting your king in mind. If you're playing King of the Hill, it is good to kill them when they're in the hill, but you also need to focus on getting in the hill yourself. Get some of that hill time. Oddball, same thing. Get some of that oddball time. You don't just want to kill the other oddball players and say, yay, I got some kills. So just make sure that you're making most efficient use of your time to win. So he says, thus, it will be known that the leader of armies is the arbiter of people's fate, the man to whom depends whether the nation shall fall into peace or peril. So the guy who's orchestrating this, the guy who's planning, he's responsible for making sure that you guys are efficient and following on time. You know, if you guys have a team leader or something, he's responsible for making sure you guys stick to schedule, do what you're supposed to do. And if you stick to these things, which is you want to make sure you go fast so you don't run out of resources. Not so fast that you're stupid, but fast enough to keep the enemies on their toes and to keep your resources stocked. You make a point of getting resources from the enemies to keep yourself stocked. And you focus on the objective to help make it fast, then you will win. That's basically what this whole chapter is saying. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Waging War Chapter 2 section for the Art of War. If you guys like this, comment, rate, subscribe. The more positive feedback with likes, comments, and more subscriptions I get from this, the more inclined I am to make more of this. So if you guys want to see this, feel free to go ahead and leave that comment. Say what you want to see in the next one, or talk about some of your favorite parts about it. Different things like that. It gives me a lot of motivation to keep you going. But again, thank you guys for watching. It means a great deal. I'm Perplexality, and this is ODST Halo Guide. And if you guys want to say more and stick around for our Art of War series, just go ahead and subscribe. So thank you, and have a great day. ODST, out.